What's up, guys? You are listening to the Touge Hour podcast. My name is Wade Best, owner of 129 Touge, and joining me are some of the area's most known individuals in the mountain pass scene. Here we discuss the presence of US 129's Touge scene and the endless changing cycle of motorsport-related news. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 2 of the Touge Hour. It's been a little bit of a break, but we got everyone here.
Wait a minute.
Except...
Wait.
It's not you this time.
It's not
It's
me
somebody
this time.
else. We're missing Dylan. He is broke down in his brand new machine.
Man is broke down
The DOS
on
Auto
I-40.
machine
The
is
DOS
not-
Auto
yeah.
machine
DOS
is
Auto.
The
broke
DOS
down.
Auto.
But yeah, he's not joining us tonight for episode 1, but he will be back very soon. I wanted to introduce everybody again. We have Austin Simons, our local track instructor.
Hey, how's it
What
going?
is he anymore?
What is he?
What?
Wait a minute.
What am I?
We have our local Miata man over here. No Miata.
No,
Yeah,
no
but
Miata
Thomas
just
Couch.
yet. Yeah, but that's gonna be changing soon.
Very soon.
Very, very
What,
soon.
the Thomas Couch part?
Yeah.
Yes, but we'll get to that when we get up to the update part. But why are you right there?
I'm just here.
Why are you in that spot
I'm
though?
supposed to be right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug's usually
right
I'm
there.
I'm taking Doug's spot. But anyways,
Flex, bro.
we have Doug, the alignment man, over there.
What's up, guys?
Beautiful
EuroSpec
blonde specimen
LLC,
himself,
one
you
of our
know?
sponsors. Thank you very much. Man's been working hard.
I'm tired, boy.
He's tired.
I am tired.
Dude,
Somebody-
he's still in his work
I'm
stuff. He's
still
still in
in
his
work.
work
Yeah,
clothes.
my legs are dirty and everything.
They're not that dirty. What about that gut? Can I see that gut?
Yeah, it's right there, bro. Been working on that too. You know, trying to cut the sodas out and whatnot. Doesn't help that I bought ice cream.
Say,
The man, he's like, I'm trying to cut sodas out, but yet he's got a
walks in with a
dang
blizzard.
DQ Blizzard over there.
Can't help it,
Now,
man,
is
it's
that
me.
the Snickerdoodle Blizzard?
No, it's Oreo.
No, I
Oreo's
think-
best.
Oh,
That won't come back out until wintertime, man.
what? Wintertime?
Is
Are you
that a-
serious?
It's a seasonal flavor.
Is it
bro.
really?
What?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I feel like I've been lied to my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Welcome to 129.
You sit on
Touge,
a
where
throne
we
of
talk about
lies.
blizzards.
yeah.
We don't actually talk about cars
No,
here.
No.
It's a
just
front.
ice cream.
We talk about
No.
ice cream.
Ice
Just-
cream is Celsius.
Yeah,
Yeah,
random
which,
bull
thank
crap.
you. I can't remember which one it was. I don't know if it was Trey or somebody else.
I think-
but
I
we
think
have
it
our
was-
Celsius. Dylan would know, but Dylan's not here.
Yeah, I think you said it was Trey.
Was it Trey?
Dylan
I think
is currently
so.
walking.
If it's not
here.
Trey, I apologize. I'm pretty sure it's Trey, but if it's not, then
Thanks. You.
thanks. We
To-
love
to
these.
you
These are
get-
actually really good.
I don't
bad.
like them, but they do, so
They suck.
they can have them.
Sorry.
Wade really likes them.
I like it. Not bad. Dylan likes them.
I kicked caffeine
Yeah.
months ago, so
Yeah.
I don't intake caffeine anymore.
This is right up your alley. They have Yahoo.
What? What does that mean?
Yeah.
They have Yahoo in
Yeah,
them?
Yahoo.
Yahoo or
The not chocolate
Yoo-hoo,
milk.
like
The
the
email?
chocolate
Yeah,
milk?
they have emails. See right here.
Is it Yoo-hoo or Yahoo?
It's you.
It's
Comment below and tell us what
Comment
it is.
below.
Anyways.
tell us how stupid we are.
Yes,
Because right now we are tangent it like hell.
absolutely.
Anyways, let's get into a few bullet points before the podcast starts. So, like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. We have new equipment. We have new lights. We're in a new setting. We still will be using Doug's garage, especially when it gets cold. But for right now, we're back over here
Or
in the
hot.
129 Touge garage.
Yeah, dude, we got AC.
I've got air conditioning
Yeah.
too. Hell yeah. Well, don't worry. Yeah, don't go to my garage right now. Then Tiger's still in a million pieces.
Is
Oh,
it?
It's in the same million pieces?
Yes.
Maybe more?
No. It's-
No, some of it went back together.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I hit a roadblock because I needed longer eye bolts.
How can you hit a roadblock in a garage?
Very carefully, I guess. I needed longer eye bolts, so I had to special order them, unfortunately. And I went to 3 places, and none of them had them. So I was like, well,
Dude,
Yep.
I seen somewhere online
Make sure to
that they
comment F
had like
below.
a 20 millimeter and then they had a 50 millimeter.
it's either short or
think it
long.
was
It's the only
Summit.
2 options you have. Well, I bought 2 already from RaceQuip, and
Okay.
those are the ones that held in the
the side, the lap
side.
belts.
Yeah, it's the eye bolts that hold in the side of the harnesses on the. I guess if
the
you're on the
lap
driver's side, it'd be the
belts.
left side, and then it also hooks into the frame and it hooks into the
We have a whole box of eyeballs.
where.
So there's some there.
In
There's
my
some
house.
at the other house. Like literally, we have like 30 of them.
You mean whenever I made the post on the group chat and said, "Hey, who has some of these but longer?" And no.
Ooh, he's getting
You
called
mean the
out
group
now.
chat that I keep muted 24/7?
Yep, that
Oh,
one.
Yeah.
got it.
You mean that one?
Oh well, I got them now, and I'll get that thing back together eventually. And If I get it the day I get it back together, Wade, we are gonna put it in this garage and we'll park it up. We'll be like, look, guys,
It'll fit
it's
really good.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
It's a small boy.
It is. Yeah, it's narrow, boy.
So
we can
why
fit
is it
3
when I
Miatas.
see when I see that specific car, okay, they're all built the same.
Integras?
That specific one that you have,
What do you mean?
GSRs.
like they always have a roof rack on them.
Okay, yeah.
They seem to be on like some Advani Storms or however you say
That's
it.
a Miata wheel.
I
Yeah.
know. But they look as if they're on that. You know what I mean? They have the roof rack that's just sticker
I think-
bombed. What's yours? The Yakka or
Yakima?
yeah.
Yeah, I've got the
Always.
Yakima. Yeah, they don't even make those anymore. It's a it's a rare item.
See, there was one going down the road on 411 the other day, and I'm like, there goes Doug.
Is it silver?
No, it was black.
Oh,
Same car. That's what I said.
I haven't seen
It's
that
not
one
the
around.
first one I've seen like that either.
I haven't seen that one around at all. Usually the ones I see are like clapped out or slammed or something.
This one was almost.
Okay,
blacked
let's
out.
be honest. That's like 80% of the car scene around the greater Knoxville area.
Oh,
Yeah, that's.
I pick on one of our techs. He has a Stancy Boy Genesis, and I make sure to pick on him on a daily basis.
I
In a
would say
Miata.
the majority of stuff, Integras especially, the ones you have to see, are normally the ones on the Dragon. And usually the stuff set up on the Dragon is how we like stuff to be set up.
Yeah.
The majority of stuff, not saying everything. But go to a local meet and there will be 90% of the stuff that up there that you will not be interested in. Like mirror tint on the glass.
The red mirror too.
Or the
Red
red.
mirror tint.
Yeah.
The red of the silver, or
13 degrees of negative camber.
80 million front window banners.
Yeah.
Fig Newtons.
This man.
Insert Talladega Nights here.
can't see
Lots of
crap out of this
stickers.
thing.
I can't see.
Underglow. The one thing that I don't understand about the local meet stuff, and I've checked out some of the local scene stuff like that, especially since I have to work on half their cars.
These lights are
I see a lot of
hurting
them
my
just
eyes.
like, why do they always have to do a burnout or do a poll when they leave a car meet?
Because they're dumb.
Do they have to? Like,
No, they have to because
They
notice
think
me,
they have
senpai.
to.
They're not paying me enough attention.
See,
So
that's-
thus for I must act out, and bad attention is still attention.
Austin, are you going to be their waifu?
If you stop doing burnouts at meets, I'll be your waifu.
He will give you a singular touch.
I specifically, when I leave a meet, I don't even go above 2,000 RPM on purpose.
Yeah, I'm scared if
Yeah.
I leave a meet, I'll purposely
Short
go
shift.
the opposite way.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I can.
Yes.
Because one, there's always cops.
Yep.
Yes.
Two, that doesn't blend in with traffic.
Nope.
Weird.
3, Mustangs.
Mustang.
I will
Four.
say,
Or Vipers.
That.
Vipers.
Oh my
Vipers.
God! No, do not bring up
I will
Vipers.
say-
Jeez.
Like a Gen 5
I-
ACR?
Yes.
I will tolerate a light getting on it. Like, when I say a light getting on it, like a 1 to like 3,000 RPM, rah, and then off of it. That's fine.
And then immediately.
You
shift.
make 90 horsepower.
This
Light
was
getting on it to you
You-
is like us hitting,
no, that me
Sir,
flooring it
turning
from
on the car.
me
Sir,
flooring
you
it to from 1 to 3,000 RPMs is solely me trying to get up to the speed of traffic.
No, that's not even that.
That's
That's
trying to
you
get the
trying to
content.
merge. That's you just pulling out of the parking lot.
No, literally, it's off.
That's what
I
that
could
is.
floor it and it doesn't do anything.
Austin's shift point's 4,500 RPM.
Well, no, it's 7. But no, like a light getting on it, okay, fine. You play a little, show off a little, but don't be a douche about it.
Yeah. Don't run into somebody.
Don't be a complete
Austin, are you the
canoe.
youngest person here?
No.
No.
He's
Huh?
It's me.
Oh, wow.
He's older than me.
I didn't even know that either.
Yep.
The
He's a
more
year
you
older
know.
than me.
Are you the oldest?
He's
person here?
37.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm the oldest person here. I'm an old fart.
You're not old.
Daddy Doug.
Your bones are.
What the war?
You've been working. Not seen you in months.
I really have not seen either of these two in
Probably since we stopped.
probably since we
recording.
stopped. Literally, I've not seen either one of these guys. I've
About a
seen
month.
Couch a couple times.
Yeah.
I thought we went on. You came up to the Dragon a couple times.
That was before.
Was
That
it
was
before?
before.
We
Yeah,
were
that was
still
before.
doing podcasts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how long it's been. Well, okay, so I am 2.5 weeks out booked for my schedule at work right now. I've never been this busy in my life as far as work-related stuff. I never thought that I would get this far. But the power of social media is
Strong.
strong.
It's pretty good.
I mean, just today I did 15 different cars today, and 12 of those were alignments. I've got people who are preparing for Riverside, which is a Chattanooga car meet next Saturday. I've got people who are preparing for Touge Fest, which is what, 3 weeks away, right?
End of last weekend and
By the time this podcast releases, which will be next week for us,
Mhm.
but the 14th, I guess it'll be next weekend after this.
There you go. Well,
So-
do the math. I'm busier than I've ever been in my life, and I mean it's cool. Oh man, it's cool, and you get to see some really cool stuff. I mean, I actually have on my books for next Monday a Tesla swapped RX-8.
What?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Wild, right?
How?
I don't
That
even
has to
know.
weigh so much for an RX-8.
Probably, but
I mean, it's
with the-
already on a boat chassis, so I mean,
I'm curious.
I'm
now.
taking a shot.
I'm
to be
very
honest.
curious
Add
about
some
the
buoys
car.
When is
that
it coming
thing.
in?
Monday?
Next Monday.
This coming Monday?
I guess it would be this. I don't know. I'll have
On
to check.
the
Sure.
I don't know. I'll check the damn schedule.
yeah.
But yeah, I've got cars that are, hey, I know you don't have time, but I'm just gonna drop it off with you for like 3 or 4 days. Okay.
It's gonna sit there for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
I've had an S2000 there. It's been there for a week and a half.
The one that I asked about earlier.
Yeah, gorgeous S2000.
Gorgeous.
Is that that gray one?
S2000? Yes.
Dude, that is beautiful.
Yeah, and
Gorgeous
it is
car.
supercharged.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Although Rattle came to me out of the same color, replace it, you'll never know.
I'll never know.
it's got a lot of good stuff on it too. I'd like to take some of the stuff and move it to my S2000. But yeah, I'm definitely as busy as I've ever been. The Integra's still in a million pieces. I ran into a bolt issue and needed to order more parts, but it's okay. It'll be back hopefully within this month or so. Let's see here. We went to Radwood.
See,
Yeah, that
we
was-
got
that
some
was pretty
content.
rad. Yeah.
Yeah, how was
we
Radwood?
went
Yeah.
to Radwood over the weekend. They had it at the Hendrick Motorsports facility,
Mhm.
which was really cool. Me being a big NASCAR guy, even though Hendrick Motorsports is one of my least favorite teams, it was still really cool to see the richest team in NASCAR. They had cars everywhere.
They have a giant facility, don't they?
Oh,
It's
dude, it's
massive.
huge.
I mean, it's bigger than probably 8 WalMarts.
So
That's what it-
Eight
yeah.
I believe,
Yeah.
I believe I brought this up before, but the drone flying through Hendrick Motorsports.
Yes,
I have seen
that is
that,
the
yeah.
coolest video.
It's the coolest
Yeah.
video.
Coolest video,
Yeah.
and it literally shows
Yeah.
how big that place is. And it was cool because we're all just hanging out at Radwood. All of a sudden, old Kyle Larson car just comes strolling through the parking lots at random, just chop, 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 chop. You know,
Oh, I bet that sounds
Smoke.
oh, it sounded really
Bro,
cool.
Smoking. Oh my
Um,
god.
But Radwood was really cool. We trailered. I think my buddy Isaac Rayfield he's a good member of our podcast, not our podcast, but our
friend
Toge friend group, so to speak. But he trailered his car and my wife Del Sol to the car event or to Radwood, and she got to park next to not one but 2 Audi Quattros,
seen that.
2 Ferrari 308 GTBs, a
Clean 190E.
yeah, beautiful 190E.
Beautiful 190E.
There was a bagged Diablo.
Yeah.
That was different. Bunch of just random, really cool stuff. Oh, NSX truck beside it too. But
And an AutoZam too.
AutoZam AZ1 was like literally
Yep.
right behind her. But it was cool because I just never thought in a million years that my wife's little Cracker Jack box of a Del Sol would be parked next to all
She's
these
gonna yell
uppity
at you for that
cars.
stab. Mm.
But it was cool. We got to go to the Hendrick facilities, took a little tour and whatnot, so that was really cool. And then this Sunday, me and Couch over there, we're gonna go to the Bristol Dirt Race.
Yeah. Now,
We'll
are we
watch
going to
some-
Riverside too?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to
Saturday?
Riverside next weekend too.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got a pretty busy schedule on the workflow and
Yeah.
off the workflow.
My word of advice for people: when you get older, you just never stop. You just never
Just
stop.
keep going.
Because if you do, you just fall asleep and you don't wake back up. So
Yeah. Yeah. Put him in a coffin. Zip him up.
yep, it keeps me on my toes, I guess. Then my wife was like, "We should have another cookout at the house."
Yes. Those are so great. I love those.
Yeah, we've been wanting to.
Wieners.
Yes.
And hamburgers.
And my dogs.
Yeah.
Which are-
yeah, and the wiener dog.
Yeah.
And my dogs. We've been thinking about getting another one now recently.
Really?
Next year probably. Yep.
Another long-haired?
Yep. Another one. God.
Another one.
Yeah,
Another
another one. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry. I'll rant forever. I'm halfway asleep.
No, that's
right
what
now,
this
so.
podcast is about.
Yeah, that's what
anyways.
this
That's
episode
true.
is.
Season opener.
Yeah,
This was a
season
chill
opener.
one.
If
Yeah.
Dylan was here, we talk
Oh.
about his.
I think Wade might talk longer. Or Wade, sorry, I think Dylan would talk longer.
Yeah.
He probably would.
I'm pretty sure he would. So
If he
would
was
talk
here, he'd
louder.
be telling us about all of his new and improved
Thanks.
stuff
Yeah.
that he's done.
We won't.
We won't spoil
We're not
it.
gonna-
We'll
yeah.
let him. He
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
already knows that you've seen his post.
Yeah.
But man, had a blowout doing mock Jesus trying to get here in time, and yeah, he's stuck in Texas or somewhere. I don't know.
Texas.
Texas.
What about you? I mean,
Yeah, awesome.
you still have the Miata.
I do.
You've been
and
instructed
it's,
this year,
and
right?
it's in
Yeah.
time.
So
Yeah.
I went to AMP and instructed at AMP. Pretty entertaining. Instructed some GTIs, and I say both did really well. Really good event, actually. Really good event. Just fun. It was cold though. Oh my man, it was cold.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
one of the. I've seen some of the Snapchat and the Instagram story pictures of
Gee,
like 32
shit.
degrees.
Yeah,
30
And then it was
degrees.
super windy.
I mean,
It was
at
super
least it
windy.
wasn't like at VIR. I think it was either the previous. I think it was the previous weekend because Frodo, our buddy Frodo was at VIR for his first track day, either the weekend prior or a few weekends before that, and it snowed there at
It would be
VIR.
It could have snowed.
A snow track day. Woo.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Happens at Road Atlanta every year.
I've seen
There's
that.
always one.
Usually during a champ car race. and
Yeah,
stuff.
like
Yeah.
Gosh.
lemons or something like that they usually do. But anyway, but yeah, it was good. It was cold. Treated the AMP like a Formula Drift track, right up to the point where I went off at turn 1.
So
It
you're
jumped the Miata.
saying for AMP is you usually
I go off every time
have
I go.
one off,
Yeah, I was-
regardless if it's a tire or just a
Yeah,
Or
initial
it's a
drift.
full.
yeah. So this time was definitely a little bit of driver error, a little bit of me just being a buffoon,
A
and
little bit of those complete shot RS4s you got
oh
up,
yeah,
up
my
there.
4-year-old RS4s that are weirdly unpredictable. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You're the most least prepared track instructor.
We're gonna go out here and whoa, turn one.
Well, but yeah, so it was a good time. Miata went airborne, so that was cool.
Huh?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're
when I
done.
went off,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. Got some video. I need to get it from them, but there's video from behind of me being 2 off in turn 1, but the 2 front tires are still on the track.
On the two front.
So I need to get a hold of Randy and get some cool video of that.
Meanwhile, your green group guy you're instructing goes, "Oh yeah, that was my instructor." Who?
Because
He touched the grass.
it was 2 back wheels on rumble strips, as the 2 front wheels were definitely in the middle of the track.
That's pretty cool.
That's
though.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Gymkhana Ken Block.
I mean, what else are you gonna do with an open diff Miata?
So I had my first off there last year
Yeah.
for Death of Winter, and I hated the feeling of having an off
Yes.
because I'm like, I've never messed up. I'm like, my 4 years of going to the track, I've never messed up.
See, my thing is, if you don't mess up, you're not trying hard enough.
That's right. That's when I was
You
like,
just
I
gotta
was
know-
waiting for that point to have an off because after I went off the track, I was like, I feel a lot better now.
Yeah, it's like breaking the ice. Once it happens, you're like, all right, well, this isn't that big of a deal anymore.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Unless you do it at Barber, don't do it at Barber.
Don't do it at Barbell because I can't.
Yeah, that's
I'm about to
expensive.
say I'll have to sell the Miata.
Can't pay for that.
Yeah.
Just take the car.
I'm about to say we'll exchange Miata for Armcos.
Yeah.
Speaking of, quick story about Barbara. It was me and you.
Yes. When we went to pick up the QX.
Yeah, we went to pick up my SUV, and we went to the Motorcycle Museum. We were just checking it out, and they just so happened to be doing a Chin track days.
Was it Chin or
There.
was it just Track It?
It was either or. I'm not sure. And
I think it was
It
Chin.
was really hot, real humid, and then thunderstorm came through, and they
It
still sent him on
Poured.
track.
It just
And
poured.
we
too.
watched a Nismo 370Z lose it coming out of the
museum complex
yeah,
coming down
museum
the straight
corner.
from the museum.
Come out of it, and he just got on the throttle, and it just snapped, and we just watched him just slide away into the grass. And what I heard was the loudest thing in the world is those
Yeah, well,
metal guardrails just boom, boom.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
So-
Oh, he smacked it, man.
I'm trying to remember what it was, but I believe so. They measure the Armcos in. So there's there's 3 sections of them, and each one has one bar, and each one of those bars I think is $800
Oh God, he probably broke 2 of them.
or something like that. It's a ridiculously high number for what it is.
Just give him the title at that point.
Yeah,
He
Well,
only
at that
hit it
point-
like maybe 15 mile an hour.
Yeah,
so
he
he
might
might have
have
been
hit it
alright.
20.
yeah.
But still, the car was definitely pretty scuffed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly just been working. Miata's gonna be getting some upgrades here pretty soon.
Some what? Some
Upgrades,
upgrades?
yeah.
Good. So when I drove your car the other weekend, like last weekend, it felt really good. I liked the way it felt, but I threw
You
it.
never really drove my car much, have you?
No, that was the first time I ever drove.
Oh,
I've never
I
done
was wondering why you were going back and forth so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
back and forth. I was like, must be a
I
good
like
time.
this thing. This thing is fun. And then I throw it, and I was like, I gotta be careful when I throw it because these RS4s. So I just threw it, and it's like, and I was like, oh God.
So yeah, you should have drove that car when it was properly set up. Now it's kind of tired in the current
Those
setup.
coilovers are very tired.
What brand are you on?
They're 4-year-old, very rough 4 years of CX racing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So $500 coilovers.
Yeah, that's why.
And they've been, honestly, I'm not one for cheap coilovers. I'm not one for cheap parts in general. They've held out pretty good considering.
Megan
Oh,
Racing.
Megan Racing still on that.
Hey,
car.
they may be seized, but they're still.
Mine were never seized either. There were 11 years. I did 11 years of abuse on those coilovers, and then I sold the car, and they're still on the car today.
They're still on it?
Still on the car today. Still doing good. I did 4 track days with that car.
Those have been on there for 6 years now. I mean, I can definitely tell after Charlotte that
Yeah.
they're blown out a little bit. But you know what? They've kind of regained their firmness.
Yeah.
I think Charlotte just, I don't know how many
Woke 'em
G's
up.
I was pulling, but it was a lot. It was enough to give my mom a nosebleed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, I couldn't steer when I was going around it.
Holy
I
crap.
just had to go with it.
You just have to let the banking carry you.
Well, what about you, Miata, man?
So, I'm still waiting on a package to ship for the 2.5 swap. It just got shipped today. It was supposed to ship Monday, which I'm a bit displeased because I told the company to refund me the money on one of the parts for the package and just send me the rest of the package. And they're like, yeah, I can do that. I'll get it updated and everything, and I'll get it sent out. It'll probably ship out today, and you should see it either Tuesday or maybe Wednesday. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, I literally just got shipping confirmation today at 5:30, and it was the entire package. I was like, are you serious? So I'm still waiting on that. The car is supposed to be dropped off tomorrow. Everything else I already have except for the correct length dipstick. I'm just going to order it off Amazon.
You don't need to check your oil.
You don't need oil.
We
where
don't
you're
need
going.
oil where we're going.
Ask Wade how important it is.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask me how important it is? 'Cause I've popped 2 of those 2.0s due to low oil.
I was about to say, I wonder if it's just from oil starvation in turns.
Mm-hmm. That's what popped the one that's currently in it right now. 6,800 RPM, high G corner on the Dragon, second gear,
Bam.
and I heard it go, and I was like, oh, and I immediately went into fourth.
You know what? And speaking of turns, hold on, there's a helicopter.
There is a
flying over us.
helicopter, yeah.
It's probably Lifestar going to where I'm about to talk about, which is the Dragon.
Hold on.
The Dragon season opener.
Zip him up.
Get your airplane app on.
Yeah.
It's probably Lifestar.
Well, what's been going on with you, actually? Real
Yeah,
quick?
Wade.
We kind of skipped over you there,
I'm
wild man.
Yeah, they're
just
hoss.
like, I'm
Raw dog in life.
pretty much. I just wake up every day and just do stuff, and
Just
then I
have
come
to-
back home, get 4 hours of sleep, and just keep going.
Yeah.
It was at the point that where I just choose one day to just sleep in and crash. Been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
That's usually
Not really doing too much, regardless of this car or that. Just kind of maintenance stuff. Like I said, I've been working on 129 Touge stuff, trying to get everything ready for this podcast. Which I'm excited that we're actually finally here. Though it's nice to have all this fancy new
all
equipment.
this nice new equipment.
You like how I
these
moved
nice
your
lighting.
microphone for
I
you?
seen that, yeah.
You were facing this way. It's like, right here. They should be picking up pretty good though. You might not have to keep your phone and your volume in your car at like max volume, and
Yeah.
then when somebody slams the table,
Who could do that? Who would do such a thing?
Who would do such a
it
thing?
doesn't destroy your ears or your bass in your car, blowing a speaker out.
That's a
from the
nice
table.
little that's a nice little knee slapper right there, guys.
But you know, with it being the new season for the Touge Hour, And I wish Dylan was here that way he could talk about it too, which he's not really spent too much time up there, but he is pretty involved with the 129 scene anyways, that he keeps updated with it, is the fact that the season so far has been 50-50 for me.
Eventful,
yeah.
to say the least.
It's been eventful.
Yeah.
Had a few things happen. If you do come to 129, especially in the daytime on a weekend, you're just expecting tourist traffic. I mean, that's regardless. Your commuter traffic, if you're going up there, even just the drive. And I'm not even talking about hard driving, spirited driving. I'm just talking about getting through the Dragon. It's going to be terrible. It's pretty dangerous right now. It's always dangerous. I will say that. You got to take that in effect. But right now, the season has been open for what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah.
And it's been some of the worst driving I've ever seen in my life.
Worst motorcycle riding I've ever seen up there.
Yeah.
And you guys, Austin and Wade, know who I'm talking about.
He's back.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention his name.
Yeah, we're not going to mention his name.
Why
because,
even give
yeah,
effort
we're
to
not
that?
giving.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
didn't even know this.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's back.
Wonderful.
And he's passing people again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brake checking people too.
We'll let a certain person know about that,
Yeah.
though.
Weird.
And doing even more idiotic things and dangerous things as well with the people that he hangs out with while he's not riding, while they're all parked. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I would say Mile Marker 6 has been pretty wild,
Yeah.
to say the least. It's been,
Yep.
it's usually full of people that are just usually hanging out there for the day or coming in overnight or, just a bunch of us up there.
Yeah.
I've noticed recently it's been filled up a little bit.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say names or anything like that, but
They're just
definitely hope
particip-
the state trooper doesn't show up on day.
Yeah.
they're just participating in activities that you wouldn't normally have on the side of a major highway.
On a major
Yeah.
highway with 0.8%
Legal limits.
legal limits.
And with a very high cop presence, especially on the weekends, sometimes it's not something that you should do.
I mean, so far, it is going to sound more of a rant than it is just talking about.
As
how
of right
bad
now, it is
But
more
we,
of a rant.
we want to promote safety. We want to see everyone having a good time and nobody getting in a fist fight or anything going on up there, which happened a few times last year with
Yeah.
some of our buddies.
Weird.
Weird, huh?
Who would know? Yeah.
But Doug sees a lot of it too. There's a lot of cars that come in the Doug shop that go up there and either test out their car after being aligned or just want to go up and have a good time. And I'm sure you've heard tons of stories of people coming in EuroSpec that's just like, oh my god, this happened last weekend. Oh, this guy was right in front of me when I was taking a turn.
Oh yeah.
It's but so far it's been pretty eventful. I mean, there's been some really good driving though, as far as motorcycles and cars. But there's also been a lot of bad driving motorcycles and
lot.
cars.
But yeah, no. All in all, though, it has been pretty good for the most. I mean,
Yeah.
Pretty good.
like weather's been really nice.
Yeah.
Weather's
like
been extremely nice.
exceptionally nice, which I think has kind of been part of that issue of everybody's just so eager to get back up on the hill, and the weather's been so nice. Everyone's just like, yeah, let's go up there and just
Yep.
It's
Let
one of
loose.
those things too. I mean, it's season opener. The first month,
First
the first
month,
few months are going to
yeah.
be pretty hectic, anyways. But I mean, there's, God, I'm not even going to say what happened to me a few weekends ago, but it was pretty bad, pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
And hopefully that person learned from their mistakes because they almost lost it. But moving on with the Dragon itself, what do you guys think about the repave that's coming up?
the
Or do you
repave
think
they're going to push back till
They'll
next
push
year,
back to 2023 or 2024,
and then it's
2025,
and then 2026 probably.
and then 2026.
Yeah, they keep
So they were
pushing it.
supposed to do it this year, 2023.
I
And
think
last
they
year.
use that for
And
the
and
Parkway.
then and they pushed it back to 24 and completely did a grind up repave of the Parkway last year, which by the way they did a fantastic job
Mhm.
paving the Parkway.
They're still working on it, like doing like decoration stuff
Yeah.
throughout it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, not mad about that.
But
The Dragon will get its time. Not to mention, I mean, the
I-
Dragon has grippier pavement than the Parkway, at least as of right now.
yeah.
So we get to enjoy the grippier pavement. Our budget doesn't get to enjoy it, but
yeah. But so here's my main problem with repaving the Dragon. After it gets repaved, number one, it's not going to be a ground up repave, because it's a major U.S. highway. Major U.S. highway, they can't close it.
True.
Not with that attitude.
No, they legally can't.
It was a joke.
Like they legally cannot close the road because people use it to go back and forth to work or whatever, or commute, whatever you want to call it. They can't legally close it down for as long as it's going to take them to do a ground from the ground up repave. And then after they get done repaving it, there's going to be no grip. None.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know. I'm a little hectic about it. Look at our road. After they repaved it,
Yeah.
you can't get a car sideways on this road.
No, you can't.
Unless you have power.
Yeah.
Well,
But there's also different oils that will
Yeah.
go into this type of stuff depending on how fast they do it. Like this one, if you look at the asphalt out here that they lay down, it's
smooth.
it's smooth, but it's like the texture is ripped apart in it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess for water to get away in it.
Water
But you look
maybe.
at some stuff, and it's super smooth. It's like what he was saying. Sometimes it's like glass
Yeah.
after they repave. But like down here, this stuff's been repaved for almost a year and a half now, and I've got the Supra sideways on it for the first time, like last week.
Wyatt was real bad for it when it first got repaved. It was, I mean, I'm talking about. I was squealing tires at 20 miles an hour.
Yeah,
It was. I was like, ooh.
especially on those fresh paint lines we'll put down.
Yeah, those fresh paint lines are going to be really slick.
But you know how different it's going to be after they pave it?
Change
One,
it
the
up.
road's going to be a little bit wider.
Yeah.
I'm imagining, because they're going to have to fall off on the side.
Yeah.
And two, like, the modulation and turns, it's still going to be pretty much the same, but the slopes and the dives, they're going to be smoother, have a little bit more elevation. It's going to be like 2 or 3 more inches, but it's enough to make a difference, especially like when you go like past Stone Wall, for example. We talk about that all the time, but you almost ripping a fender off. That fender's trying to come out every time I dive bomb into it.
Yeah.
But, that's going to be cool. I'm pretty excited to see that,
I'm
how
curious.
that plays out.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I say if they do end up doing a wider pavement, like slightly wider, you'll see faster speeds
Yeah.
because people will be able to essentially smooth the corner out instead of really having to yank the corner as much.
Imagine the gutter
Yeah.
does the fall off on the side of the pavement.
Oh God!
Come back up and break a control arm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you'll
have to
definitely be
reinforce my
grinding.
pinch welds.
Yeah.
That poor car is gonna see the future here soon.
Poor little pinch wells are gonna die.
Ah,
You
you don't
know-
need them.
And when it comes to like you, for example, like I know you try to go up sometimes. Like I don't really know your schedule when it comes to the Dragon.
Dude.
Like I'll see you up there, and then I'll be like, damn, Doug's up here.
Yep.
Or we'll go for a
But,
content day,
yeah, it's rare. If I haven't been up since the last time.
which
we
I
did
know
a
you've been
podcast.
super busy anyways.
Yeah, well, just different stuff happening on the weekends. I really want to go up this Saturday, but they're calling for rain. And
Yeah.
It's going to kind of ruin that for me. But, I mean, I guess that gives me more of an excuse to get back in the garage and finish the damn Integra.
There you go.
But, you know, it's whatever. But I would like to go back up. I can't go on Sunday. Bristol race. Next week going to be Riverside. Might be able to do next Sunday. I don't know. I'm basically going to have to tell Lindsay just after work one day if it's nice out and be like, hey, I'm going to go up, do a pass or two, and go back home. All right. Don't worry about me. So she's one of those people where if I'm going up a mountain, she wants someone up there with me
Yeah.
to know if something happens, you know, somebody's there. So,
And
which
so
I
like
understand.
that's one of the things that like me and Wade have, and Austin has it with us as well. Like when we go up there, especially if we're gonna go by ourselves and just like hang out or sit at the wall or something, and just kind of like sit there. Literally just tell somebody, like I'll tell Wade or somebody, or like, hey, I'm going up for this long. If you don't hear from me by this time, usually it's about two and a half hours.
Mm-hmm.
There's a problem. You need to come look for me.
I
Yeah,
have to give it a time limit.
Wade gets a text heading up the hill. If I'm not back by 12, come get me.
Something's
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah, so I broke down.
Yep.
I've had my fair
I
share.
think
of-
Chevy didn't come back when she was supposed to the other night, and
I know.
Yeah.
we both were up there.
Oh, we were up there quick.
Allegedly,
Allegedly.
the Sequoia found the governor, and it stayed there for longer than it should have.
8 miles a gallon later.
How much does that thing
I
weigh?
legit,
Bro, that
4,200
thing is
pounds?
so
I'm-
comfortable
I'm
at
not,
limiter though.
I'm not even messing with you. I burned
Allegedly.
a quarter tank of gas going up the hill
What?
that night. I really did. Just up. That's not coming back down. That's
believe
just
it.
up.
What
I
night was
believe it.
that? How long ago was that? Just like a few
Sunday
nights ago?
night, right?
Yeah, that was Sunday night.
Yeah.
That's
Seen
Sunday.
the man up there.
Yeah.
Seen the
Amen.
Jedi.
Oh, it's a rare breed.
Mm-hmm.
In the FD?
Yep.
That's
Don't
what
be
makes it more
overlooked.
rare.
I walked up and it's
Just
just like,
like the-
politics. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Bro, every time I see him up there, he's always in the FD. Every time I've seen him, he's always been in the FD. He's never been on a bike.
See, I've always seen him more on a bike.
I've never seen him on a bike.
Bikes all blend together, so I don't really
Yeah.
know which one's which.
He's got like 2 or 3 bikes too.
The
yeah,
trick
sure.
to noticing him on a bike is look for them worn out cowboy boots.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look for that. I'm just saying.
No?
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Just go by too fast.
Yeah. More focused on what I'm doing instead. So I'd like to go back up though. I haven't had a chance to go up. I know you guys have been doing a lot more content and stuff like that. I just haven't
Yeah,
had a
right.
chance.
We try to pick a content day, just try
Yeah.
to get everybody up there, and I like to plan it ahead. That way we can get everyone
You know, a few
together
weeks ahead or something.
instead of being a last minute thing. But I know your schedule's getting busy, especially for this, and on the topic of the Tell the Dragon season so far. We have Touge Fest coming up.
Yeah, we do.
I'm so stoked.
Touge
I
Fest.
will be up all day after work on Friday and night, and all day and night on Touge Fest.
Let's go!
I'm not missing Touge Fest.
Touge Fest?
I told the wife her payment is sushi and chocolate, and I will give her enough of it to where she can be fat and sassy and knock the fuck out on the bed. So believe me,
I'm
it's
muting my mic line for me laughing. So
well, I mean, after I eat a good damn meal, I'm fat and sassy. I mean, that's
I'm fat and sassy right now. We had Oshu before we came.
Yeah,
over
we did.
here.
I had Ashi
Ooh,
yesterday.
I had China House actually.
And I ate all mine.
I did not.
Kind of odd. I never eat all mine, especially Asian
You're
culture
a
food.
growing boy.
I'm growing, man.
No.
Yeah, I had Ashi yesterday. That's weird.
I actually don't like Ashi. Sorry.
You don't like Ashi?
No.
I mean, I was gonna go to Naldo,
I don't
but
like the
Tears-
waiter.
I'm,
The waiter's an NPC. Did you see him today?
Yeah, he's a complete
Sorry,
NPC.
off topic. Our waiter was like, yeah, like that, dead stare.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Do you want any
This-
sauce?" I'm
this
like,
man had-
Of course, I want shrimp sauce.
This
with
man
mine."
had dead fish eyes.
I think I'm the only one in the whole world that doesn't eat shrimp.
Are you serious?
I-
Who are you?
I eat a small amount of it, but I'm not like everybody else where it's like, here's a whole container of it. just
Drowning it.
If my rice,
Osaka, they give you a bottle. and you
Yeah,
just
they give you a
pour it in.
bottle.
dude, like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to just straight up have my rice swimming in it. Ugh.
No,
you
you
want
don't
some-
understand.
Rice in your
Apparently
shrimp
not.
sauce?
Apparently, I don't understand.
I mean, there's
whole
people out there
lot.
that bring mayonnaise to events and eat.
You
straight
still haven't
mayonnaise.
gone to Tokyo, have you?
Huh?
Tokyo Hibachi? No, he hasn't.
I need to go.
Tokyo Hibachi?
Yeah, it's
You
over
guys
off
haven't gone
North
to
Shore.
Tokyo?
No, I've never
Oh.
been there.
Oh, I know the owner. He's
Yeah.
got an M2 comp.
Oh, nice.
He's
Does-
cool as hell.
Wait, does he still have that?
Yeah. He sold the M3 and he got M2.
Huh.
So
I thought
he's
he had,
cool
I
as
thought
hell.
it was an M4 that
And
he
he
had.
loves car guys. So, if you guys want to plan one, we can do it. Hell,
He
we
should sponsor us.
I don't think he makes that much money. I don't know. He doesn't have two.
Well, he could just give us like
Man has an into gone.
one sushi, and we'll just gift it to one. Just
One.
one sushi.
One whole ass.
I'll put the sticker on my car. I don't care.
Yeah.
Let me know. We'll plan a Touge Asian day.
That'd
Race
be
car
cool.
day. Race,
We don't have
race
a Naba anymore down here.
Yeah, we
I
don't.
know.
Yeah.
No, Napa was the go-to hangout.
It
Yeah.
was, and now there's just nothing else that fits that other
I mean,
Waffle
it's-
House.
it's-
But
It's just an empty void in my heart.
if I go in the
It
Waffle
is.
House now, I'm expecting a fight after the Dragon.
We can make that happen.
We can throw a chair.
Throw a chair.
I expect a waitress with her hand all the way down her pants to scratch
Yeah.
her butt.
I like that low credit score hash brown.
It's the only way to cook it, man.
Listen, you know when the food at Waffle House is going to be good when A, none of the cooks have majority of their teeth.
Hey, is
B.
that a joke toward me?
Half of the line cooks are outside smoking cigarettes when you get there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they
Yep.
have to stop smoking cigarettes when you walk in
Yep.
the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they flick it out all pissed off because they can
Yeah,
make
like you
more
could
fancy.
see
Ah,
the
those
anger. in them.
or another one how to easily tell if you got good food is if you ask for chocolate chips on your waffle and they throw the chocolate chips on there like they do not give two craps.
Ooh,
Instead of just like sprinkling them on, they're just like
they put like half a bag in there.
they do the thing
The salt.
My personal favorite
Yeah.
is if you look over at the grill and you could tell it hasn't been cleaned in 3 days.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
that-
the juices, the
that's
flavor.
That's the winner
That's the
right
flavor
there.
juices.
Flavor juices.
All right. What all do you guys get when you guys go? Everybody has a specific thing they get every time they go.
At Waffle House?
Yes.
Bro, give me the All-Star.
Yeah.
Yes,
All-Star
sir.
All
breakfast,
day
yeah.
long.
All-Star, baby.
All-Star, unless I'm feeling frisky, I'll get the Western omelet.
Okay.
All-Star
Say
breakfast, yeah.
Lindsay's all about that the sausage gravy bowl thing or whatever.
But see,
I've had
Oh,
that.
yeah, those
yeah,
are
yeah, that's
pretty
good too.
good.
Yeah.
She's all
But
about
see,
them
here's the
gravy
thing about
bowls.
Waffle
Those are pretty
House.
good.
Like, I have to have the eggs from Waffle House cooked over easy.
Oh, I do too. Yep.
Because
put
if
you
I
over
don't,
easy.
their scrambled eggs just
No,
mess me up bad.
I do
Are
over
they even
medium.
real eggs or are they just carton eggs?
No clue. Actually, I think they are. No, I think it is real eggs. 'Cause
They
I
are
think
real
they got
eggs?
the big trays. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. All right.
Somebody has to work at Waffle House. that
Yeah.
listens
If
to
you
this.
work
Yeah.
at Waffle House,
They probably drive a clapped out Tiburon or something.
No, it's
God.
definitely a Civic, 100%.
Oh, it is.
100% a
Hey,
Civic.
bitch.
Am I wrong?
Sorry.
Am I wrong?
Yes. Yes,
How am I
you're
wrong?
wrong.
How am I wrong? What do they drive then?
Tiburon.
FL5.
Okay, fine.
If they're the
I'm
manager.
FK8, so whatever.
with a recall on the seat mounting bracket.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of seat mount bracket, what do you think about the new Acura? Have you dived into
The
that?
the
The
Type S R thing.
So would you rather have a Type S or would you rather have your Type R?
Oh, my Type R all day.
Your Type R?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. An FL5 Type R or the Type S. The Type S has more power, more torque.
Type S. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because of luxury features. I know that sounds stupid, but
But you also.
It looks
but
good.
Here's
I
the
like
thing
it.
though. When you
Also-
say luxury features, you're comparing Acura, which is Honda's luxury brand, to a race car. A race car with luxury versus a race car with a
so
little bit of luxury.
here's the difference between the Type S and the Type R. Same engine.
Yep.
Same suspension.
Mm-hmm.
Same base, everything. Compare the old EK9 Type R to the Integra Type R. Same shit. Literally, it's the exact same car, just with different bodies, different features. The Integra will always have more features compared to an EK9. That is the whole thing. That's why they call Acura the luxury brand of Honda. That's the only reason why they've always done this.
What if you can get it in a manual? You can get it in a manual.
No, it's only coming in manual.
Yeah.
Type S, yeah.
Type S only comes in manual.
So, to tie in the whole Civic thing to the whole Dragon thing, this past weekend was actually
Yeah, Civic.
R.
CTRs.
Yeah,
Which,
there's
by
tons
the
of
way,
them.
Yeah,
so-
Civic from Dragon. I missed it for Extravagant.
I know, we were up there Sunday and I was like, you know what Doug is missing? Because we were up there recording,
yeah,
you know,
because
getting content.
we seen.
And just Type R, Type R, Type
Yeah.
R.
there's a
Civic.
lot of Hot
A-
Boy ones though. I didn't
I'm
realize.
aware,
I
yeah.
didn't realize how much of the FK8 especially community is Hot Boy.
It's a lot of, yeah.
There's a
they're
lot of Hot Boys there. Like, don't get me wrong, there was some really nice, properly built ones, and even some of the Hot Boy ones were really pretty.
Mhm.
Like, they were really nicely done, even if they were Hot Boy.
And half of them are scared to go fast.
Yeah.
But
Doug,
did we
what
go
is
up
the
there?
color on the
Wednesday.
FK8 Type Rs? That's like it looks like the Highland green
oh yeah, it's like
on the Insigniatas.
it's a
it
or
looks
the
almost
Hakone
black.
or whatever it is.
Like, I have a
green on the
picture.
A6.
OEM, just let you know.
It wasn't
that's
OEM.
a wrap,
It was like-
100%.
It was like a dark emerald green. It
Yeah,
was
they
Yeah.
do not make any
Yeah, and then-
greens and Type Rs.
It was just did not look like a wrap.
Yeah,
It looked like paint.
It could have
Like
been.
a BMW green.
Man,
I
man
have a
has
picture
photo.
of it.
Man, it's just
Discovery?
getting up.
Definitely not a stock color, 100%. Yeah, not a stock color.
But it does not look like a
That's
wrap.
unfortunate.
Here's your stock colors for FK8 Type
Oh,
R.
here we go.
Here, Doug.
Champ white, silver, whatever
Champ
the hell
white.
that one is. Yeah, Champ white's your OG stuff.
Yep, can't go wrong with it with champ
and
white.
then your Phoenix yellows, which are the LE models.
There was one of those up there, and
I believe
oh, so
Oh,
Pretty- very
yeah.
I like the yellow too. I'm just not paying a 20 grand markup for it.
Chevy and I got in a fight over it. We really did.
You have your blacks, and then my gray, the boost blue, argon blue, which is dark blue, and the red. If I'm missing one, call me out. I'm not. That's all they have. I hate it. I hate it. I wish they would have come out with more colors.
But
I'm halfway asleep, dude.
But yeah, there was some really nice cars up there for the most part.
Bro, you better
I am
hurry up
mad that I didn't get to go. I mean, I was invited by the guy who runs it. Has me on, like, he's PM'd me a few times, asking about work while he's down there preparing or whatever. Kept asking me, you coming up? And I'm like, Radwood. And honestly, I'm not mad that I missed it. Radwood was that cool.
No,
it was that cool.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm not a Civic guy, but even if I was, Radwood would have been the better option.
Oh, Radwood was rad.
All right, shut the cameras off.
And that is all.
And that is all. I'm just gonna say
That
myself out,
completes
guys.
season 2.
The vibe for Radwood was so different than anything I think I've ever experienced for a Corvette. No one, and I mean absolutely no one, was revving any engines.
No.
Every car was pretty much shut off, and if they were just strolling through. No one was revving engines. Everybody was out having just a
Except
good
for the
time.
Hendrick Motorsports guys.
Okay, except for the damn NASCAR that came cruising
Yeah,
through.
yeah, that's
But
acceptable though.
But it's a
It's a
NASCAR.
To be
NASCAR.
honest.
They're idling
like-
is revving at that point.
There's a bunch of people just walking around in 80s and 90s clothing. So, it's all like,
There was the one guy that was dressed in like a pink and blue tracksuit. I
Yeah.
swear he was a Russian mafia
Slav?
guy. Yeah. I swear he was a Russian gangster. I swear he was.
that's the kind of vibe that Radwood gives off. It's so cool. And then you could see like a couple of movie cars that were there from old 80s movies, including Days of Thunder. They had not one but 2 City Chevrolets
Yeah.
there. So that was really, really cool. But I hate that again, I am upset that I didn't miss the Civic Type R's on the Dragon. But we still have classic Hondas on the Dragon coming out in October.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, from someone who was up all weekend last weekend, Classic Honda's way better event.
What is it?
Oh, yeah.
Way
Oh,
better.
yeah.
Well, they have that car meet at our old high school.
Yeah, Wimbledon. Yeah.
And that was so cool getting to go to that last year. And then I hated myself for not actually following the rest of them all up the mountain, because I will do
so is
that
it
next year.
just the Hondas at Wimbledon, or is it
All
just,
Hondas, dude. There is Honda.
Is there
everything's
anything else other than Hondas over there?
If
Or
there
did
was,
that
they were parked on the other side.
I've seen that. They have a drone view, and you see all the
Yeah.
random cars to the
Yeah.
right, like
Yeah.
near the stadium.
Like, they're very specific. Like, they're like guiding people in, and then they're like, go away.
Speaking of that, how did they? And I wish I went to Radwood, but also I had the content day the day after, so I don't wanna,
Understandable.
It's okay. You still got
overdo it.
content. You still got Redwood.
Yeah, still got Radwood
Yeah.
content. I was there.
He was
It
there.
It was this guy.
It was me. Hi.
How'd they do the parking? I liked how the parking was. Did they tell you to go to those areas?
Yes.
Or were they like?
Yes.
It
They
was-
directed you.
Yeah, it was very specific. So he rolled in with Lindsay.
Yeah.
I took the Type R because we had a lot of people going.
Mhm.
I took the Type R, so I just parked in our. It was general parking, which was they had free tram rides to and from the parking area.
Okay.
This like the general spectator parking.
Yes.
Is what it was.
So they had like all the parking was all like weird and shaped funny. It wasn't like everybody was all road. The only things that were road were your I guess you can apply for 2 separate showcases. There's a royalty showcase and there's a standard showcase. So Isaac he did the standard showcase, and it's just gridded all in rows.
Yeah.
And then the royalty showcase, you pay more money for, but you get your passenger in for free, and you get a free T-shirt.
Which Lindsay did not get.
Yeah, we did. I made
you
sure
did?
to get it. Oh
Good.
yeah, I got that.
Good.
Uh,
Good.
I ain't leaving there without it. But yeah, they had them all catty cornered, and it wasn't by like make or anything like that. It wasn't very specific.
Yeah, I did
Um,
like the parking.
Yeah, it was really cool the way we were doing it. And then they had like, I mean, some of the stuff was a little bit organized. Like they had like trucks in a certain area for the most part. They had some of your exotics in
Like
certain areas.
the G bodies.
Yeah, I do wish there was like my complaint was, I wish there was more.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough. Like if Hendricks Motorsports Museum was not there, probably would have got bored quick.
Okay.
That just added to the extra factor. Because the thing is like, I walked through all the aisles of all the cars probably 3 times, and you could do that all within a matter of 2 hours, pretty quick.
Like I had when I was getting content for Wade, I walked through the royalty parking lot and like your general showcase in like an hour and a half.
Yeah, you can walk through it real quick, and then, but just having the extra stuff there to do, the Hendricks Motorsports Museum stuff, it just added into the cool factor.
Well, I will say, I feel like most car shows are kind of like, if you wanted to, you can go through them pretty quick.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
if you actually take the time to talk to the people and stuff like that, you could spend.
Oh,
Yeah,
you'd spend
if-
hours
if,
on
yeah,
it.
if you take the time to stop and talk and actually, if you are a content creator and get content reels and stuff and
there's a
pictures,
lot of people
photos,
Which is
photos
what
and stuff.
car shows are about. It's just like
Yeah.
going out there and meeting
Yeah.
like-minded people.
like I deleted 162 photos and videos off of my phone, and then I probably took another 200 and deleted half of them because I didn't like the way they looked.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing it with a cell phone, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like I said, it was a good show though. It was fun, and honestly, the drive to Charlotte isn't that bad.
No,
It's really not that bad.
I mean, you get on I-40 and you pretty much go up to I-40 the way we went, go over the gorge, down the gorge, and you just stay on I-40.
Gorge is fun because then you get to go through tunnels, and you know what car guys do in tunnels, right?
Yeah.
Rev and get on it.
Until you have a Cavalier, like a 2001 Cavalier, just come boiling down the mountain pass.
Oh, yeah, dude,
And
we're-
85.
I will
I'm
have you
cruising. The speed limit for the gorge is 50 or 55.
Supposedly.
And I usually average about 68 to 70 through there, and that's taking it easy. And some Cavaliers are doing 90 plus.
So there was a Cavalier.
There was
Oh, yeah, there's a
I'm
Cavalier.
serious.
I will
I mean,
have
we're
you know,
talking body roll for days.
Yeah.
a Cavalier is the fastest car on the planet. There is no doubt in my mind.
I'm about a Cavalier. If you guys remember a Touge FS page, I always talk about a Cavalier.
Yeah.
Cavaliers, you can modify them. They have scissor doors for them. What more do you want?
J-body.
I would.
Cavaliers the answer.
The only thing you want is the Lambo doors. That's
we
it. That's the only thing you
all we all sleep on the Cavalier.
We do. And there's a Toyota version of it.
There is
Called a Corolla.
there is a. Yeah. I will never own a Cavalier, ever in my life, ever.
You say that now.
I feel
We
like
all get
I say that
desperate.
forever.
Until you get that-
We all get
need.
desperate.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't do drugs.
Until he feels all of that 130 horsepower of that 2.2 liter.
If that.
Imagine
Ego.
a car so fast because you care so little.
Miata. No.
Miata.
Just imagine that.
Oh,
Like
Lord.
even the scrapyard doesn't want to take it in. Okay, just imagine that.
Yeah, that's when you have problems.
That is
Wait.
the Cavalier embodiment.
So a slight change of subject. Wade, we got some tires, didn't we?
Yeah, we did get some tires.
So-
well, not just me. You got some tires.
That's what I said.
So,
Wade.
Don't look
yeah.
at this wheel
So
if you guys can
what
see
is-
that.
What does that say on that tire right there, sir?
Says NT05.
What?
No. No, it says Bridgestone.
That's right.
We're back on the REs.
Yep, I am too.
I had to pay just a little
not
bit
yet.
for them. If anybody has a Bridgestone discount, please help me.
I
Lasano
Dude, we're gonna go
does.
through so many of these tires this year.
wish
know
you
he
would have told
does.
me. I
If
wish
we
you
had
would have
one
told
just
me.
for us, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be even better.
It'd be great.
You paid what, $340 per
I paid
tire?
$45,000 for these.
I believe it. I believe it. What did you pay per tire?
I think it was
$340 or so?
I can look right now.
$333.
I paid $290.
Through who?
I got a guy.
Bridgestone?
Is his name
Firestone?
Lasano?
No, and he doesn't live across the border.
Is it a fake
Um,
tire?
No, I discount tire. I have a guy.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me.
I've got a
about
buddy that works at Discount that will hook you up.
The
Shout
one
out to Kevin.
at Alcoa?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin's a good guy.
Do
I
what?
work with
I'm
Kevin.
talking Mia.
You just tell me, and I'll order for
Yeah.
They don't make RSs in my size tier.
No, they don't.
you.
that. When are you getting yours on? Because
when I have
Friday?
time to do it.
you got to schedule your own.
Yeah, almost. Well, I'm gonna have to do it after hours.
Listen, Doug. I'm gonna take your Type R, right? I'm gonna steal it,
And schedule an appointment.
and then I'm going to just go after hours on Saturday or something. Just drive through the gate. I'm gonna unlock it or anything. Just drive through the gate.
Don't mind
And
the bumper
sneak-
damage, but
yeah.
mind the new tires.
Yeah, don't mind the bumper damage and the airbags being.
I
deployed.
will.
But I'm gonna sneak your tires on for you.
I might get them put on tomorrow. I hope to. I've been meaning to because these poor Yokos are pretty much
Yeah.
they're shot.
You know how hard
Well,
it is.
They're bad.
You know how hard it is to listen to you guys talk about your RSs and me over here in a Miata and Bridgestone being some freaking cucks and not making them in Miata sizes.
See, here's the thing: they do make them in Miata sizes, but
But
not
205s.
For NAs and
But no, they
NBs.
make them in 205s.
Just
No,
run them
who runs-
205.
No,
I ran 205.
no.
Watch a 205 outperform your 225 RS4 though.
Oh, well.
No, yeah, because it's an
Hands
RS4.
down.
It's not. They're
Hands
apples
down
and,
it will.
Apples and oranges, good sir.
Listen, why can't
Now.
you compare fruit?
Now,
Answer me that. Why can't you compare fruit?
because I said so.
Why not?
This is America. We don't.
Why
compare
can you
anything.
not compare fruit?
So
What is a kilometer?
What is it?
What is
It's a
a
kilometer.
But
metric system?
thinking them 730s.
Huh?
Them 730s.
Oh, the Kumos?
Yeah.
Now,
I've
I did
heard
have
some
something
pretty.
to say about those.
Camden is running those. He's got those on.
Is
his
that the
end.
ones that we talked about in the tire episode that
Yes.
turn into slicks? Or is that something else?
I don't remember.
I'll have to
I
go back and
genuinely
listen
don't
to
remember, but I've kind of looked at them. Their price point's pretty
Yeah.
nice.
It. Yeah.
They definitely make those RSs look way too expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But here's
I
the
doubt
thing,
that.
Austin. Bridgestone.
But
Bridgestone.
find me a 225.
Beyond.
Find me a
Beyond.
225.
Hey, I'll find you a 225. RC1.
Yeah.
Daily lat.
I will. Call
Daily
the bluff.
that, big
Call
day.
the bluff. All right.
Your paychecks aren't high enough to daily RC1.
So one thing about you over there with your REs that you're going to install in the future, does it like, you know, after working on everyone's vehicle, all these different people that come in, and then when you finally get to yours, does it feel weird working on your own stuff?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
Like you're
man.
putting your tire on, you're like, this is mine.
Yeah, it's
This is
different
mine.
because
Yeah.
it's
I could scratch the living crap out of this wheel, and I would care. But then again, I wouldn't have to. We wouldn't have to pay for a new wheel.
no, I'd care a lot because those are really expensive rays.
Now here's my whole thing.
Okay, but if they weren't raised, if they're like a Koenig or something or a Monty,
I'd still
Could
cry.
be
It's
stock
my wheels.
FL5 wheels
When-
because I know how.
I'm
much those
okay.
FL5s.
I'm like
stock FK8 wheels.
I'm 80% like track boy and 20% hot boy. All right, I still like.
Well,
my
yeah, you own an FK8. Of course
what
you're
is
gonna
it?
be
What
hot
is it?
boy.
Kenji?
I've seen those Mugen parts on that.
What does DK say? You gotta look cool in a Touge too.
You gotta
No, you
look
don't.
cool on the Touge too.
I mean, that's
Until your brakes fail.
That's kind of how I am with that. That's why like I spend so much time trying to figure out what wheels I want to put on.
I like the wheels that are on that. I think the
I spend a
Civics,
lot of time with that.
like a five-spoke wheel, correct? Five-spoke wheel is fantastic.
Mine's a 6.
It's
Yours
hard.
are 6?
Yeah.
Yep. 57 DRs, not CRs.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It sucks working on your car when you turn wrenches though, because it's
Yeah.
like I'm
It
not
does.
getting paid for
It
this.
does, yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
you're like, this isn't making me anything. I'm just spending money and time.
Unless your name is Frodo, then you do your engine swap at work and get paid to do it.
Yeah, you just need to
Shout out to that
schedule
man.
yourself.
Well,
Well, pay yourself.
that would be nice, but no, I can't do that, especially not a mom and pop shop. It's what usually sucks is when I actually do get to my car, it's the very end of my day. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go home and go to sleep, or sit down and play some video games, and relax. You know what I did when I got home today after doing those 15 cars?
iRacing.
I laid in a
Bowling
hammock.
simulator.
What? No, I laid in a hammock. I laid in a hammock for like 45 minutes. I took like a 10-minute nap
I tried.
with the dog laying on me, and I was like, all right, gotta go.
He
Listen.
didn't totally forget the podcast was tonight, but he went home, he opened up his door, and he's like, "Ah, that bed looks fantastic."
It really did look
And then
pretty
Chevy
good.
was like, hey, you know there's a
Actually-
podcast tonight, right?
Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't even walk in my house when I got home.
Oh,
It's
I
'cause
never
the
even
weather
stepped
was
foot
so
in my home.
nice.
did you even go home?
I came up the driveway, and the wife was in a hammock, and that looked really comfortable. But I had food, so we sat on the porch and ate our food, and then she set the second hammock up, and we laid in the hammock still. Like, when I left her, she was still in the hammock. So,
Yeah, if it wasn't for Chevy, I wouldn't be here tonight.
Yeah.
oh, she woke you up, told you.
I was that close to being asleep. I've been up since 4 a.m. I'm tired.
Oh, I don't wake up that early. No
See,
thanks.
my alarm would have woke me up at 5:30 this morning, but my phone was still dead from last night.
The
I
only
never
time-
turned it on.
He had me, because he was pretty much just roaming me around all day anyways, so he had me here.
Well, the only way I'm awake at 5:30 is Cars and Coffee.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only time
I
I'm
can
wake
get
up.
up.
Which, by the way, Harper Auto Squares Cars and Coffee is coming up on the 23rd.
Oh yeah, it is very very
It is
soon.
very close.
We got a lot of stuff coming up. Oh, it's on the 23rd?
Yes.
Oh
Wait,
no,
no,
don't
Toga
miss it.
Fest is a weekend after.
Toge Fest
Yeah,
is
it's
the
the weekend
week
after.
after.
You're good.
It's the
We're good.
weekend
We're good.
Okay, so I'm wrong. I said at the beginning of the podcast, it'll be the next week after. It's not. It's 2
Toge
weeks.
Fest.
There you go.
starts
Whoever
on
put letters in math, we
With
need to
letters
find 'em.
and math.
Yeah.
And-
Toge
and-
Fest, so for those of you wondering, Toge Fest is on April 28th through April 30th. That is a Friday
That's a
to
long
a
month.
Sunday.
if you think about it. It's
Yeah.
a lot of weekends
yeah.
in 1 month.
Oh yeah, and then 2 weeks after Toge Fest is Formula Drift Road Atlanta.
Yeah, which we are going
Which
to.
I'll
which
go
is
with that.
By the
I've
way-
actually never been to Formula Drift.
Why?
Let me
What?
phrase this. I went when it was also done at Toge Fest, or not Toge Fest, but Grid Life. That was the only time I
Oh
did.
no, yeah. That's
I've
not
been
actual
to-
an FD event.
Well, no, but they also drifted the whole freaking track.
Yes,
So
yeah, that was really cool.
Arguably cooler.
But no, the tandem battles
Bro,
and stuff.
FD
Those
is-
are the
I'm
points
talking
battles.
about 6 tandem wide.
Oh, I know, I was there.
Going through the S's.
I've never missed a South event.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Speaking of Grid Life, Jzilla is doing a Grid Life event.
We are.
At Barber
We are indeed. I will be instructing that
Yeah.
weekend as well.
in partnership with Nine Lives Racing.
Is that in May?
June.
It's the
June.
weekend
10th,
before
I think. June?
S's, I think.
June 10th, I want to say, but don't hold me to that because I'm terrible.
June
I'm sure
9th
it's-
and 10th, right?
10th and 11th, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
So what it is, it's actually so that Friday is going to be the beginner's day. So it's a day literally dedicated to green groups. So if you are wanting to get on track and never been on track before, or only been on track maybe once,
Mm-hmm.
you have a whole day to yourself, which is really cool because you can actually like not have to worry about, people blowing by you all the time and like, or it just being a way too hectic of a
So,
paddock.
for those...
I want to bring my totally modified car to my first track day.
Do it.
Okay, you can.
You can,
That is an option you do have.
It is an option,
but...
but
But
it's
please-
better to bring it stock.
But
There's-
please be kind to your instructors and don't scare them because you have semi-slicks on your car and 500 horsepower, and then you say, I'm going to go floor it halfway through the apex,
Yeah.
and then you scare us.
I actually really want to do
To do
get
that? No, we don't.
No, I want to be an instructor.
So,
That's actually a,
for
a
those
goal of
wondering,
mine.
the dates for the Jzilla Battle at Barber presented by Nine Lives Racing with Grid Life Track Battle Time Attack is June 10th and June 11th.
So yeah, the Saturday, Sunday is Grid Life section of that event.
Yes.
And so I'll be doing the normal red group on Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And then Friday I'm just going to be working all day.
Yeah, which is June 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's going to be a really good time. They're doing time attack. They got
Mhm.
HPDE. Not doing any wheel to wheel I know of, but
Yeah.
that's okay because it's still going to be really fun.
Fun
Yeah,
time.
it's
Lots
still gonna
of
be a
fun
good
cars
time.
there. Lots of
And
fun
while
cars.
you're there at Barber Motorsports Park, check out the museum. They have that place
Museum.
is fantastic.
Oh, it's
I've
so cool.
I've dedicated 2 full days to that museum, and I still want a third.
I just
Yeah.
want to see the 917, and I'll
In the
I can
basement?
die happy.
Yeah.
In
It
the
is in the
basement.
basement, isn't it?
I would love
Yeah.
to do a basement tour.
The 917 is
God. So-
actually just a
They
bomb.
might have it
Yeah, it
open
is.
since it's such a big event going on.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The
They only
basement's pretty-
open the basement during big events like Indy.
Yeah.
Maybe we can like persuade them.
Bribe
If somebody
them.
knows the guy that
If
owns
you can bribe
Mr.
Skip
if
Barber,
you know Mr.
let me know.
Barber,
Mr. Barber.
tell him I want to drive the 917.
Yeah.
No offense, Wade, but if you can bribe Skip Barber, what are you doing in a BRZ?
Yeah.
Why aren't
Style points, bro.
you holding out on me?
If I had
Yeah,
more
you're
than
holding
200
out.
horsepower and I went off in his grass, I'd feel so bad.
The one part of the Hendricks Museum we didn't get to go to was his collection, the Rick Hendricks collection.
Isaac went to
Isaac went. We didn't get a chance
Yeah.
to. He got the very last spot.
Yeah.
So what is it?
It's the actual his personal collection of his own cars.
Yeah.
Oh,
He has at least 10 different VIN number 1 Corvettes, like number ones. He has every single generation ZR1
VIN number 1.
in VIN number 1.
Yep.
C1, 2, 3,
That's
4,
really
5,
cool.
6,
NZ06.
7,
Why?
8.
And Z06.
Because he's a Chevy guy. He'll always be.
Also, because they run them through Barrett Jackson for VIN number 1, and it's charity.
Yep. So
Yeah.
it's tax write-off.
Yep.
Also, Isaac told us the first thing he's seen as soon as you walked in the doors. They don't allow photography or anything like that.
Photography.
As soon as you
video.
walk in, Ferrari F40.
and a 40.
F40. And
Two.
yeah,
There's the
two.
regular F40 and an LM.
Yep. A
That's
freaking
an LM is wild. That's wild.
that is in my opinion the ultimate car. Like, you can't find a car that's cooler than that.
I just
Sorry.
want an F40 with an F50 engine.
I don't care.
That's all I want.
F40.
I love the F40 more, but the F50 engine is. Mwah.
Yeah, man. Even already has a 918 Spider and a LaFerrari as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of other like race cars and stuff like that. Isaac didn't give me full description, but I mean I'm sure that the old boy can probably figure out what.
I already know what he was saying when he was in there. He's like, "This is gas.
Yes,
This
that's
is
exactly what he
gas.
was saying.
This
Yeah.
is straight premium
This is
gas.
gas."
Yeah, he is all about the new age lingo. He is 100%
He's a young
about it.
man.
He's young for sure. I think he's 21.
He's 21.
Is
Yeah.
he?
Yeah, he can
He's a
finally
young
drink
lad.
now. His
He's
brother's still I think 20 or 19 or something
Yeah.
like that.
That's a wee young lad right there.
That's
Oh,
a,
yeah.
that's a wee young
His
lad.
Hey, I trusted that 21-year-old to tow that Del Sol already all the way to Charlotte.
He did a good job.
And he did a great job. He even strapped that thing good too.
Yeah.
Because they parked the car as like this, and he's got it strapped to where
Bumper
like
to bumper.
one is strapped this way and the other one's strapped this way, so they can't go together.
Yeah.
I mean, and when it's tight too, you're parked this close to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally this close,
Yeah.
bumper to bumper. So it was funny because he was like, he's guiding me in or whatever like that, and that car smokes like a freight train, and I'm
Just
just
filling up with smoke. in
I'm
there.
covering I'm covering his legs with soot
his legs
and his bumper.
the rear bumper on his Miata.
Yeah, that poor girl, man. I swear, one day we'll put a different engine in that car.
That's still a pretty car though.
It's pretty to look at. That's the one. That's
Sure,
the
it's the
thing
only
that
Del
matters.
Sol there.
The only Del Sol.
It was. There
I think it was the
a-
only Del Sol I've seen last year.
It's
Like you don't see them.
you don't.
I seen one a few weeks ago after we got back. It was last week.
Oh yeah, Summer Green.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
Summer Green
sent-
is my
I sent
favorite
a picture of
color.
it in the Snapchat group chat or whatever the crap it is.
Before I close out, I have one little story.
Close
to
out
tell.
sale.
Oh yeah, story
And
time.
it's about that motor that's right there behind the BRZ. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but we have
Oh yeah.
sort of a dilemma with that motor. So it's a 2J. It's a non-turbo 2J. And that motor is out of a car that was crashed and it killed the driver.
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure it's cursed. Because ever since we brought it home, everything that we own has broke.
While we're working on it in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's been my car, Wade's car, Austin's car,
car caught
Chevy's
fire.
car.
His car-
Yeah, his car caught fire.
Every car that's been in this garage
Yeah.
since we brought that motor home has had something happen
Yeah.
to it immediately after.
Put that engine outside then.
So
That's where it was before.
I want to put it in a car.
I want to put it in the car so I can break in a
I
car.
want to see what would happen. I don't want it to kill me though. It's like the story of the Porsche. I bet you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
The celebrity Porsche
Yeah.
that killed everybody.
Like 4
Everybody.
people.
Everybody.
the Christine.
Bryce Palmer. He'll take it.
I know Bryce Palmer would take it. I don't want him
Probably
to
would.
die though.
He wants to die.
Don't we all?
That poor motor over there. Maybe it's saying that I need to be rebuilt.
Did you guys ever put a cover over the S14?
No.
Oh no, that's fine.
I'm gonna slap you.
Doug, if it makes you feel any better, there's no cover on the Miata.
No, there is a cover coming for it. We
Take
ordered
the
one.
cover off of yours.
It's not on it.
Okay, we'll take it over here and throw it over top of the S14.
There is a cover coming for it. But you know what was
She did
funny?
want one, yeah.
When it rained the other day, I just took my finger and just like put a little stripe down the side of it. The white on it was so pretty. Like it's holding up good for having all that stuff sitting on it for 8 months.
Still though. that's-
We should put that in something. No.
The 2J?
Yeah.
The killer 2J. That's what we'll call it.
I think that's 10.
The S10.
No, S10 needs a hog ass cam.
Oh, wait, I can have a hog ass can.
Listen, 350 small block.
I'm just gonna put it in a car and it's just gonna explode. Kill me and kill everybody else instead of 10
Let's
mile
put it
radius.
in a green Mitsubishi
What about a
Eclipse and
G-body?
then explode it with nitrous.
That'd be interesting.
I think a 2J G body would be pretty wild.
Two J's.
I like doing weird
Wow.
I
stuff.
think you're gonna be pretty wild.
It's gonna be like Tokyo Drift, that Mustang.
Oh, see, yeah.
But we're at the end of the Touge hour. I know this
A
kind of
2K hour and a half.
No, it's actually not been that long. If
No.
you think about it, we started recording a little bit earlier in this, but what, an hour and 26 now?
Yeah.
Well, that one says an hour and 28. I don't know.
Alright,
This
We
has
don't
been
know.
kind of
Yeah.
a vibe.
a vibe episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we
Fill
didn't
it
really
up.
have a topic other than opening season for the Dragon. Just wanted to catch up with everybody. So if you guys are listening, thank you very much for tuning in for another season of the Touge Hour. This is episode 1. Next episode will be a wheel battle. So you know we've done this boy versus that boy with the cars, and the 5th gen ECR is still on top.
A wheelie.
A wheelie.
A wheelie.
A wheelie.
Oh.
Wheelie bar.
Wheelie.
The pun is killing me right now.
It's to be spoken for.
This new one's gonna be this wheelie boy versus that wheelie boy.
Wheelie boy
The wheelie
versus
boy.
that wheelie
Listen, I'm
boy.
choosing wheelie bars over everything. Get
But
out
since
here.
we have this new setup, I think I'm gonna go buy one of those easels, or you know, like
A dry erase board?
No, I have a dry erase board, but I don't
Use
know.
that.
I want drawing to be done in this next episode.
Drawing.
Drawing. We're gonna draw the wheel.
Oh,
No, we're not gonna do that.
Please
It's gonna
no.
look terrible.
Please
No.
Everything's
no.
gonna be a
None of us
circle.
can
Let's keep
draw
our
a good circle.
let's keep our dignity. Please.
But anyways, we're gonna do a wheel battle, and then after that, we're gonna talk about some Touge Fest prep. Considering I completely got that all wrong, it is not the week after the 14th. It's the week after that. So, wheel battle, and then we have Touge Fest prep, talking about what you guys can do, all kinds of tips and stuff, and
possibly what
you know what not to do. I know we kind of covered that with what not to do.
Our rant episode.
The rant episode that Dylan was going to stay quiet about, and then
Did
Just
it?
went
just
off.
went
He went
Yeah.
full blown chihuahua,
Man
like I
went
said
full
on the
blown.
which
podcast.
hopefully he'll be back next week. But guys, thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed, hit that like button,
Hey,
subscribe
we
to
got.
the channel.
You're forgetting about the social media closing, man. We got to start putting our plugs in.
Well, we got your plug.
Let's put
It's
some
right here.
plugs in.
No.
Wow. Drain plug.
No,
This
but
isn't about.
we got Douglas James Smith over there. We have Austin Simons. We have the Miata Man.
We have what?
We have Mr. Wade 129 Touge.
Dylan's not here. Still, I was
Still.
wanting to hear like the streaming going on. in the
Last I
background.
heard, he walked to Buc-ee's.
We
And
should
then
just make a phenomenal story about this man and just say that.
he walked to Buc-ee's, grabbed.
Oh, he was kidnapped.
He
That's
was
what I meant to
kidnapped
say.
by the beaver.
Oh,
The
God.
beaver
He's
kidnapped
in
him.
the
Recommend.
beaver suit
Don't
now,
mess with the
guys.
beaver.
Yeah, he's in the beaver
Don't
suit
forget
now.
to follow all of our Instagrams too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you guys don't like, you know, maybe you already follow 129 Touge. Maybe you want to check out maybe the alignment shit that I'm posting, or maybe what Thomas's updates on his
I haven't really
Miata.
posted much, to be
His-
honest.
He's been kind of quiet about
Yeah.
it.
He's
but
always
maybe
been
we
pretty
should post some
quiet, yeah.
updates about
His
Oh, the
Instagram
cams,
is
the cams I got.
that's the Miata Jesus
Yeah,
on
the Miata.
Instagram.
Jesus.
it's all
Uh,
lowercase.
Wade's Instagrams are just,
I have multiple Instagrams,
It's on his cars.
but we
He-
all know where
No,
you
it's
can
not.
find
he's
him.
like split personality. Mine is Doug _ the alignment guy. What's yours? I don't even know yours.
His
What?
is Apache Helicopter 789. No, it's C_Javelin.
C_Javelin.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had.
You'll see like a little picture of a javelin.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it's just Miata pictures. There's no
We gotta
javelin.
make
I
sure we
post
put our
once
plugs
every
in.
5
Yeah.
months.
That's
so
right.
You know,
Stay tuned
Instagram
for that
growth.
rapid post time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that too because you see a lot of cars and there's a lot of people that you touch base with on a daily basis that also listen to this podcast too.
Mhm.
And I mean, you get some cool cars like that RX-8 that you were talking about earlier, the Tesla. Swap.
excited
I'm
about
excited
that,
to see
yeah.
that. You're gonna think
How
you're
is?
good.
I'm curious to know even how that works.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Apparently
Whenever it
there's a
comes
lot of-
in,
We'll talk about it.
we'll talk
next
about
week.
it.
Ask him
next.
a bunch of questions for us,
Yeah,
please.
ask him. Get plenty of pictures of
Yeah,
that. Too. That'd be cool.
I will only take one picture, and you know that.
But thank you guys for listening to the Touge Hour Season 2, Episode 1. Follow us on social media. We have the Touge Hour on Instagram, Touge Hour on TikTok. And be sure to hit up STG Save the Touge. We'll be getting with that very soon. And I'll be doing some updates and some news on that. But hopefully, next week, the man will return. If not, it'll be 2 weeks without him.
The man.
Then
He might
he
not come
really
back.
will be
He might have
kidnapped.
been kidnapped forever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time.